Hello, Gold Wolf. How are you? That's good to hear. Trying to watch NBA. I just poured my charcoal on the floor. Just pour it over.
individual was sort of doing in that moment. And I kind of had lost track of where my husband was. And it was this beautiful sunny day. It was hot, beautiful sunny day. And my husband's in the river, and I just hear him scream. And I look over, and his arms are outstretched like Christ. And the sky opens up, and it was downpour out of nowhere. And it was the most cleansing. It was like something out of a movie. And I mean, like that we caught it. And he's just standing there, and he's being like cleansed, if you will. But everyone was very, very emotional, and it felt otherworldly. But again, it's like when you listen, the ancestors, and you call upon them, they show up.
And indeed, when you call on the ancestors, they show up. The whole Ghana we have to call on ancestors to help us stop Galantating.
And maybe they're using America to drive it away. Yeah, we need to end that menace.
So that's why Ghana Veterans and Double Union and the family's experience when they came to Ghana. How military experience is example straight, just like Christ, when the heavens opened. People they experience.
It was a downpour, a cleanse. You know what you can move when you're speaking about talent? Yeah.
Yes, really. There's a husband who's very, very talented, and I believe this woman, if she's going for some a music competition or something.
You should go with the husband.
She should go with the husband.
And you know, it's a trend that is going on today where a lot of people are like, if you want to see if your spouse is talented, that way you don't have to, you can quit your job and you will make a career out of it. Sometimes the results vary. But this husband right here, he's the best so far. You think she didn't give him a chance, or she saw the future? Like,
she didn't give him a chance. She should have waited for him to come back.
With what? I'm the Honda, or what was it? Oh.
The money and Tyler in the trade.
Yes, they are.
They collaborate there. What is going good, Charlie? Yeah.
People are saying, a catalog and everything, it's also refined, and that's why it's not meant to,
Yeah,
if you don't
like
know, no matter, do it.
Yeah.
And it's even worldwide, and it's how can you rank out like that?
People are just hated.
Yeah. So they were posting since,
That's she and Tyler.
That's she and Tyler, yeah. And that's one of the promotional videos for Body Go, trying to share it. It was making the balance social media, especially yesterday when they were announcing that it was released this morning.
Right.
Yeah, so it was already out there. You can check their YouTube channels and all that. But I'm normally doing the most.
Yeah. I like to make a little everywhere for Ghana. We like that. And yeah, a group of, it's a family, and across social media, people are saying that this whole family isn't normal. Here's why.
I'm so tired, man.
I will mention where you can find those videos, but the name of the page will take off my time. But that family is just, and every time at the end of it, I don't know if it's stuck talking or laughing or what, it just makes that sound. It's ingenious people over there, aren't they?
Yeah, people have been creative and it's nice. Like they say, go on social media. And they have a great time. Yeah.
So on Wednesday, Tommy shared on the stage there was something new conference. And he was sitting in the back of the truck, back of that truck for a while. So I wanted to ask him actually boarded a vehicle like that. And he was talking about push to start. Yeah.
It's coming up.
A safe space for young women and girls to participate,
Hello, Kelly.
discuss their challenges, and more importantly, to join in the feminist movement. Allow me, therefore, to just outline
How are you?
our program for the next 3 days. Your Excellency, after this opening ceremony this morning, and Malawian women leaders, where we will share our opportunities and challenges. Later in the afternoon, we will hold a panel discussion where we will have an intergenerational dialogue and reflect on what it means to
Welcome
be an
back.
African woman leader. And distinguished ladies and gentlemen, these 5 leaders that are here have stories. In fact, somebody listening to us yesterday said, shouldn't you be writing books? Because unfortunately, African women, we don't write books. But we have stories. Stories that will benefit the younger women. We also hear the expectations of younger leaders and the support they need for them to rise and achieve their dreams. In the evening, we will present awards to former firsts. These are women who were the first to take decision-making positions in different sectors in Malawi. We shall also be giving a lifetime achievement to the first ever elected president on the continent of Africa, President himself. Tomorrow, Your Excellency, we will hold a Girls and Young Men Conference, which have been sponsored by Plan International. The Girls Conference will, among other things, give an opportunity to hear from girl activists. The First Lady, Her Excellency Madam Monica Chakwe, will launch Education Plus initiative, which promotes education for girls in Malawi. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, allow me to
Special to them.
Yes.
Larry Emoji.
Another shout out, I want to send a big shout out to my parents. Yes. Sir Joseph and Madam Susie. Yes, you two, you are loved. Someone truly special. My siblings and myself. We are sending shout out. So,
Yeah, but
yeah, so Mama Sue, Papa J, we love you.
also,
and supporting 21 girls at the university. I would like to recognize in a very special way, Your Excellency, your Cabinet Minister, Honorable Fiona Ndugule, who is helping her identify needy girls to send them to school. Thank you, Madam. We will also have a session where young boys will discuss their role in advancing gender equality. Young women leaders and young men leaders will be given an opportunity to
Oh, you've been drawing.
a conversation on issues of gender equality. As I've always said, Your Excellency,
Can I see your drawing?
all over the world when I speak, there's a stubborn link between women's economic empowerment and their participation.
Can I see any of your drawings?
There are so many able women who make good leaders that end up not being elected because they didn't have the means to campaign on equal ground with their male counterparts. So, Your Excellency, tomorrow afternoon, led by Comesa, that are present here, we shall be laying a billboard at the site where we will soon be constructing the headquarters of
Kisses and love from us, the team, to you. Appreciate all of you, whether you watch it night or you watch it morning. we say thank you. So yes, on behalf of Pamela Baluka, producer, director of the show this morning, Kobe Hagan, great work as well. And then, Anani behind the console, George Bola behind the cameras, assisted by Joseph, this morning, Harriet for Nathan. Of course, Ethan's upstairs from Comfort to Mami Akosia to everybody upstairs. And Ebenezer, graphics. Oh, so we thank you all for the good work you've done
Are
throughout.
you there, Kelly?
This is the best team here at GT Sports House. Mornings, maybe it's a movie now, from Monday to Friday, different crews. But you guys are just amazing. So yes, thank you all for today. We appreciate you. We're back, God willing, with the Monday edition, which will be loaded. You know it, right? I'm just here. Can't do nothing. So yes, thank you for watching.
Good English poet, William Blake. William Blake, yeah. A bird, the nest.
Want something to drink? You need a medic? It's a holiday, but I could have a drink.
Am I being charged with a crime?
No, it depends. fuck are you?
You have let him. Kill him.
No. He killed himself.
Got the skull wide open. We do not have much time. In my head, worth billions of dollars.
Look out for me.
Word comes everything.
Surprise.
That's funny. I've never seen you someplace before. It's my face. I have, an average face. You know how people think that you look like every man. I don't know. Thanks, Miss Carver. Have a good day.
I mean, I gotta be honest with you, it's not that difficult.
Entonces, y si no se sienten cómodos, no entiendo. Se pueden ir cuando quieran. La decisión es de ustedes. Pero seguir destacando está bien.
Are you free to do that?
Darling, I've just travelled halfway across the world to see you, haven't
Yeah, that doesn't exactly answer my question. So, are you not with Sarah anymore? I mean, is that why you've come here to tell me?
I wish you could just accept knowing how confused I am about all this.
Okay, let me translate that. So,
Let me just do it one more time. I'm ready.
To be only individuals we meet online, but individual.
Thank you, Damien. I hope you like my art. If you do, kindly subscribe. It helps my channel a lot. Thank you, Damien. Your name sounds Spanish. Do you speak? Hello, Damien. Spurs are playing the Pacers right now. Trying to watch basketball. Couldn't get the link. My goodness. No.
Playing for your country, any you. Scoring, any you. Avoiding injuries, any you. Winning, any you. But you know what easy now? You go for in one Gary mix. I ate easy. You get everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnut. Just add water and sharp my soakings make you ready. Taste and easy. Make easy. I'm a match.
That's like an opportunity there. And now Anthony Gordon's got one at the other end. He's got him behind the defence. Cutting it. Still Anthony Gordon. There you go. The breakthrough that England have been waiting for from their most productive scene. Anthony Gordon's second goal for England gets them on the front foot in Riga. That finish was just the ticket. Well, he's been the one with the ball at his feet, probably most out of all the attackers. Anderson stood out miles as far as cementing the place on the team. Kane, and that could be the goal that packs England off to the World Cup. He is in the form of his life right now. His 44th goal in 2025. His 75th for England overall. And the one that could clinch a place at the football festival in the summer. Rice's delivery is a deep one. It's fisted away by Sviedris. I think he stopped it to have a look at the yeah, from that far side and then underneath the trees. Well, you can see he's got under his shirt. No doubt it's a penalty. It's Harry Kane, the England captain.
Hey, I didn't know you were still here.
There was never any doubt.
I mean, I've been drawing for so long.
It's another professional performance.
Well, I got serious probably
Before we get to the break, they have established
probably 5 years
a
ago.
commanding lead in Latvia.
But then, you know, drawing is, if you want to be good at hyper-realistic drawing, you have to be very consistent, like really consistent. But then I'm not so consistent with it.
It's a bit of a calamity for Latvia, really. And England celebrate goal number 4.
But then lately I have been, since I started my YouTube channel, it's been making me consistent a bit.
Should have made the run forward. Enter is the target now. Kane joining inside the box.
You can check out my videos. I have a hyper-realistic drawing of Anthony Davis. There's one of Bruce Willis I did recently.
And in this company, they are untouchable.
That's just the one I did before this elephant drawing.
And Eberici has got his first goal for England against.
But then the anime is just
This is his second against the
practicing, you know.
as he gets it. He just does this onto his right foot. He always feels as if he's going to get his shot.
Do you speak Spanish?
England are coming to America. No drama, no slip up, just German-inspired England efficiency. England see the place at the World Cup with 2 qualifiers to spare. Thomas Tuchel might have had the odd bump in the road in his first 10 months in charge, but he and his team have never really veered off course for a second. 6 qualifiers, 6 wins, no goals conceded, 5 scored tonight, and 4 matches with only selection issues to sort out. Finished in Riga. Latvia 0, England 5.
Hello, Damien. Are you there?
gave Miles plenty of room. He caught that spot where he could do something with it. A couple of changes made by Memphis. Jalen Wells replaces
Are you still there, Damien?
Howard lottery pick out of Washington State. Melo gets it to swirl through. Didn't have an unbelievably great year in Utah, but Luke's still on the road. He's got a ton of talent. Up and in, there's the collar. He'll be the main ball handler on 5 on the floor. Sexton rips it loose. 2-on-1. Hey, a push it.
Bamute.
Playing time in the regular season. Vince Williams picks up the dribble. Jackson back into the game. Got a little rotation on that ball, but it goes through. Regular season, obviously, he and Ja have to stay healthy. He's a big part of that. Miles Bridges another three. 18 shots, including 5 of 9 from deep. Sexton spots Knipple. Another three-pointer. Norman Mitchell's on the board, right? Mark Perkins, Clemson. Right in the program on PJ Hall. Here's Sexton. Three-pointer for Colin Sexton. Another time for Memphis. Concha. Small. Three-pointer for Small. That's to beat up both. Hornets the other way. No time to go. Score on the goal. Sexton working on Wells. That puck's down to 4. He's always been a guy who can bring his own shot. I'm into that. What a break. All again.
Thank you guys for joining my live.
Liam McNeely back in. Doc Landing, Jalen Wells playing together. The Grizzlies. Small. He's been impressive here in our first half. How do you get it? Snow. Somehow gets it out of there. Knipple. Relocate. The awareness of that rookie right there. They thought they had a better option last year. So they got rid of it. Taylor James. They promote easily.
If you just joined me, can you like my live, please?
Changes Caldwell Pope. We'll have a chance for a three-point play. That's the goal there behind that three-point line. Got away with one there. He had a good look. Bridges. Bridges. Three-pointer number 4 from Lucky. Bridges lets the ball go.
Where are you watching from, Damien?
Jackson. Somewhere Thomas goes silent. Two former Spartans doing work. One hit the line. Foul. He's never missed a free throw cell in his life as an NBA player. Not one. But he shut the biggie. Taylor was nowhere near the lane with Paul Peters in there. Here's Simpson got her pocket. Player been for 1 year in college. He's going to bounce around in NIL.
Hello, Damien. Where are you watching from?
Wells gets it back on the other end. Bridges behind the back pass from Lugano, and he bangs it in. To the corner, so even if he does get over the top, he still can't get back to shoot. Small. Pops it up to Jackson. Hornets lead by 7. High water mark was 20 back in the first half. Miles Bridges with one hand. Between the ball and Jackson Jr., they softly throw away.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Thank you for joining my live. If you are just joining, kindly like my live. Especially if you like my art. By the way, I bought a new Mono Zero.
Coach Lee wants to see this unit chase the game the right way. This is the first time the Hornets have won in this building.
This week, DJ released this, the new Mini 5 Pro. And it wouldn't be a typical DJ product release without either controversy or a gotcha, and once again, DJ haven't disappointed. Whilst there is no doubt the new Mini 5 Pro has some fantastic features, DJ have quietly removed some important wording, such as sub 250 grams, and whilst this drone is still labelled C0, many people are finding that theirs is coming in at over 250 grams, raising questions of what this actually means for you in your country. Now, in this video, I'm going to be giving you an overview of exactly what the situation is with this drone. We're going to be weighing my drone and comparing it to some standardized weight measures, such as this package here. We're also going to be talking about what's going on inside this drone and what could have added that extra weight, but also what games DJI are actually playing. Now, before I get into this one, I just want to say a few days ago on the channel, I actually did a complete live stream teardown of this drone. We unboxed it, we tore it apart. That was very kindly sponsored by Grey Arrows Drone Club. If you're interested in seeing that, please check out the link to that in the description. It's a 2-hour live stream. We will be talking about some of my findings from that later on, but if you want to see the complete teardown, please do check it out, and also check out the link to Great Irish Drone Club as well. In the past, DJI have always ensured the mini series of drones have weighed less than 250 grams, so they can fall under a 250-gram less restrictive regulation. Many countries offer benefits to drones under 250 grams, such as the ability to fly them without having to need to register, no need for remote ID, or fly them in congested areas or even over people. Whilst these regulations will vary per country, there has been a somewhat consensus around many countries that sub 250 gets less restriction and requirements than drones over 250, and the DJI Mini series has always massively benefited from this. However, with the release of the Mini 5, things have got a little bit more quirky because DJI have taken away all of the wording around 250, and now they've simply labelled it a C0 drone. As people have got hold of these drones, they have found that their drone actually isn't under 250 grams, and it is weighing actually somewhere between 2 and 3 grams more, and DJI have even added this into their specification as a tolerance. Now obviously 2 or 3 grams doesn't sound like a lot, but it is something that is going to make a big difference here when it comes to regulation. First of all though, we need to understand exactly what does 2 or 3 grams look like. Starting with a typical payment amount for a review on your favourite channel, a broken camera module off the DJI O3 FPV system, a 16GB USB memory stick and 2 micro SD cards, about the same amount of DJI Kool-Aid that it takes to ensure a positive product review on your favourite platform, or just under the weight of all 3 of the new ND filters that DJI include with the Mini 5 Pro Fly More kit. So as you can see, 3 grams is quite a lot. Before weighing mine, I just want to be clear in saying that I am not using a set of calibrated or certified scales here. I'm using my bench scales and I'm using a set of salters which I have on the channel, and whilst I don't have certificates for these, I have done a bunch of testing to ensure that the number we're getting is truly representative. I'm not going to say it's absolutely perfect, but it is within 1 gram as far as I am concerned. Just to prove that, for instance, we have a test weight on my small scales here at 50 grams, and you can see that that is showing 50 grams. If I pop that onto these scales over here, you will see that we get 50 grams as well. We then have a battery off the DJI Mini 5 Pro. I've tested on my small scales. You see we're coming in at just under 70 grams, 69.78. Because this one doesn't quite have that same resolution, you can see that it is rounding it up to 70 grams. That is absolutely fine. That is what we would expect. And then finally, we have the DJI Osmo 360. DJI's own website states that this weighs 183 grams. But if I pop it on the big scales, you can see it comes in at 183 grams. If we then combine those 3, so 183 plus 70 plus 50, and you will see that we are coming in at exactly 303 grams, the exact combination of these individual devices. So, based on all of that, we can start looking at testing our weights. So, we have my Mini 5 Pro, we've got no SD card in this, there's no additions, we've just got the props, camera, no ND filters, beer aircraft, and if we pop mine onto the scales, you can see that we're coming in at 252 grams. Mine is over that 149.9, 3 grams over at 252. If we now also start looking at the batteries, because this is where things do get quite interesting, whilst DJI is saying that there is a plus minus 4 gram tolerance, what I can tell you is, in my opinion, that tolerance is not in the batteries. I'm going to talk about that tolerance a bit more later on, because frankly, I think it's nonsense. However, if we just take a look at our batteries, popping them on the smaller scales one at a time, we have 69.81 on battery 1, popping that on the scale 2, 70.06, so 0.2 of a gram difference. 69.81, again, 0.2 of a gram between them. Two batteries very close, and one battery 0.2 of a gram different. What I can tell you is it's my personal belief that the variance that DJI are talking about is not going to be in the batteries. So the real question then is, where is it? When it comes to the Mini 5 drone itself, there is no question that DJI haven't put in an incredible amount of effort, not only to build us the best possible small drone, but keep the weight down. It isn't like they've gone and just made this heavy for no reason. They have gone to great lengths inside, and I showed this in the teardown, to reduce weight. But they've also done some really strange things as well, and it makes you wonder what was going on in the testing of this drone with regards to some features. So for instance, we know this drone has that 1-inch sensor, amazing to see on this platform. We've got LiDAR, 4 sensors, front and rear object sensing. You've got your visual positioning system down below, you've got your light, it's got all of the smart capabilities, and DJI have given us more in this drone in every possible way. They have kept it as light as they can with the plastics. They are strong, they feel rigid, but they are not overly heavy. They have reduced weight all over the place in this drone. In the teardown, I showed you there's a new type GPS antenna. Rather than using a traditional ceramic patch on a PCB, there's now a more strip antenna along the top, similar to what is used in the Neo, but it isn't the same antenna. It's got much better performance. They've even gone as far as to remove metal shielding off the main PCB. In all DJI products, you usually have metal cans to stop RF noise and interference. Whilst it still has the can, they've capped them off with foil tape rather than actual metal, again, trying to reduce weight. They've gone to great lengths, but then they've done strange things, because in the teardown, we found this drone has quite a big speaker inside, located just behind the camera down there, just like the speaker in the DJI Neo. However, there needs to be a speaker in the DJI Neo because you're able to control that drone without a remote controller. This drone doesn't have that function. That speaker is used for the Neo to be able to talk back to you and tell you what it's doing. However, the Mini 5 Pro doesn't have that functionality. There is an extra button on the side here as well, which is used for quick share, and it makes you wonder if early versions of this drone was intended to have that automated flight without a remote controller functionality. You've got the speaker in there, you've got this button on the side, but DJI doesn't have that function. That speaker is used for the Neo to be able to talk back to you and tell you what it's doing. However, the Mini 5 Pro doesn't have that functionality. There is an extra button on the side here as well. Wait, they've gone to great lengths, but then they've done strange things, because in the teardown, we found this drone has quite a big speaker inside, located just behind the camera down there, just like the speaker in the DJI Neo. However, there needs to be a speaker in the DJI Neo because you're able to control that drone without a remote controller. This drone doesn't have that function. That speaker is used for the Neo to be able to talk back to you and tell you what it's doing. However, the Mini 5 Pro doesn't have that functionality. There is an extra button on the side here as well, which is used for quick share, and it makes you wonder if early versions of this drone was intended to have that automated flight without a remote controller functionality. You've got the speaker in there, you've got this button on the side, but DJI then later removed it. It is very strange. That speaker itself, with its screws, weighs about 1.8 grams. Whilst that isn't all of the weight over mine's roughly 3 grams, as you've seen. It goes a long way, and if you were to remove that speaker, remove that button and its cable, maybe a few other tweaks, this drone would be coming much closer to that 250 gram mark. Now, obviously, people are asking questions on if there's anything they can do to try and get their drone lighter with that speaker. People have asked me, can they leave it out? And the answer to that is yes, it will work without it. I did test, but I do not recommend you take it apart to get that speaker out. You will end up damaging it. Simply not worth it. I did see some other posts of someone saying they removed all the stickers of their drone and they got it below 250 grams. That's complete nonsense to me. There are 4 stickers on this drone externally for the screws, and you've got the C0 sticker. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to show why I think that's complete and utter tosh, I'm going to weigh one of the stickers. So we're going to put my 50-gram test weight on my scales. There we go. I'm going to pop off that one. That is one that I had already taken off. I'm going to drop it on the scales. It weighs 0.03 grams. So, you're going to say 0.03, 0.06. You might get 0.1 of a gram between all 4 stickers. Even with the C0 one, there is no way in hell you are saving even half a gram of weight by removing that, and that. It's just not happening. You see stuff online, and the term I'll use is you shouldn't believe everything you see is the term I'll use. So the reality is, no, there really isn't anything that you can do on this drone to save weight. As I've said earlier, I don't believe you're going to see great variance in these drones with regards to weight. As I've shown on the battery, mine are all within 0.2 of a gram. Whilst I think there will be some variance on the aircraft, I'm suspicious that pretty much all of them are going to be over, because there is nowhere in here you're finding 3 grams. As I showed, to remove
Hello,
any weight,
thank you for
speaker
watching.
was almost 2 grams.
I'm gonna stop the
You've
live
got to
now,
start physically
and then I'll
removing
continue,
stuff from
I
inside
think,
this
in
drone to get the weight down.
8 hours
Thermal
time.
paste stickers,
Alright,
it ain't getting it below
thank you.
that 250
See you
mark.
next time.
That stuff might come together
Thank you for watching.
to a gram if you start
Bye
pulling
bye.
stickers and stuff off, but there ain't many places that you're going to be able to remove stuff to get it below the